Hi, this is Mark News from Plant Talk Radio. Thanks for subscribing and listening to our Plant of the Week podcast, brought to you by Bonide Products, family made in America. Visit Bonide.com to find a retailer near you. Each week, Plant Talk Radio's Fred Hauer focuses on a plant that would be a great addition to your landscape. Now for this week's Bonide Products Plant of the Week. Time now for Fred's Plant of the Week. It's the Franklin Park Conservatory Plant of the Week. And Fred, lay it on us.
You missed the S. There's plants.
Plants of the week.
It's that time of year, Mark, where there's too many things. And I've already mentioned one, and that's the iris. And especially in that there are a number of kinds of iris. The one called the tall bearded iris is absolutely in its majesty right now. Not pastel colors, but light colors and soft on through, really stark blues, purples, and so on. Plants that stand, well, as high as the middle of your thigh. Yeah, that sounds good. High as the middle of your thigh. They're a plant that is quite easy to get along with. They're when you plant them, you put them only halfway in the ground. That's the easy start because you want to see the hump of the back, so to speak, when you're finished planting them. They, I would not be doing that right now, more of August, but at the same time, they're up usually on a fairly straight stem. Flowers open each day from the bottom up as such, and quite a pleasure to have. And then it isn't in my yard, but at the same time, it's a plant of the week. Maybe have mentioned it before, called white fringe tree. Fringe tree is I'll call it unique. It doesn't look like anything other than itself. And at the same time, I would say if it had a look-alike or similarity, it would be like that of a lilac. It grows in the same height range. A true big old lilac can get 12 to 18, even sometimes, rarely, at 20 feet. Same with the white fringe tree. At a time way back when things stayed in the field in nurseries longer than they do now, I used to use those as trees, multiple stem and occasionally single. You can still do the same. There are mamas and papas in this plant. Right now, they're all in flower, males and females, and they're spectacular. But as they are in color, there's just like the hollies. They have to have the boys and the girls. And then on the ladies, there is a fruit that very much resembles that of a red grape, purple grape, with a little bloom of gray on it and so on, that stands out quite nicely. The plant is quite easy to grow. It'll handle full burning sun and some shade. I wouldn't put it deep under oak trees, but at the same time, quite a nice plant. Shows off really spectacularly right now. And if you thought it was a lilac, but you looked at it closer and it wasn't a lilac, it's probably a white fringe tree.
And those are Fred's Plants of the Week, brought to you by Franklin Park Conservatory and Bonide. Thanks again for listening to our podcast, brought to you by Bonide Products at Bonide.com. Plant Talk Radio offers other podcasts as well, including our daily Your Gardening Question podcast and our weekly Plant Talk Radio, all available on iTunes or your preferred podcast player. If you have a plant suggestion for Fred, send him an email, fred@planttalkradio.com.